What's up, sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. So it's been a change of events, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I was for sure thinking that our girl Alima was gonna leave tonight. I was so hell-bent sure that she was gonna leave because I was sure that Blue was going to choose Shakira. See, I didn't anticipate that they were going to do it in this way. I thought that they were probably going to do almost like a recoupling. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he probably would have gotten the first pick and then chosen Shakira. But as it started to go ahead and I realized what was going to happen, I'm like, okay, I could see where Harry, even though I knew that he weren't really 100% into Sophie, I never thought that maybe he would have been the one. It was in the back of my head. Connor, I didn't think would stand up initially yesterday either, because I felt like him and Helena had some banter going on. Don't get me wrong, I don't see them in the foreseeable future. I didn't see them like that, but I felt like he would have not wanted to jump ship so soon. Do you know what I'm saying? But much to my surprise, things changed. Do you know what I mean? Things changed. But anyways, guys, before I get into the video, I'm just going to ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like and don't forget to subscribe. The girl's trying to get to 3K subscribers. And guys, I'd appreciate it for not help me get there. Yes, thank you. But anyways, let's talk about it. Sophie has gone home. And you know what? I like Sophie, but I'm just happy that Alima is not gone, right? I'm happy that she's, to be honest with you, I don't really necessarily agree with somebody leaving so early. And I just never get why they always do that, because it's not like a wow moment, like, oh my God, twist. I don't think of it like that. I just think it's really stupid to pay all that money for somebody to come and you send them home on the day or the day after they go into the villa. I just think it's a bit stupid. But anyhow, but Sophie's gone. It became very apparent tonight when I saw the flirty banter between Shakira and Harry that there was a great potential. Did I think she was going to choose Harry? No, I thought she was going to choose Connor when Connor stood up. And even Meg thought it, because Meg was telling Alima, I think it's Helena. You don't have anything to worry about. Don't stress. I was for sure thinking, you know, the moment I saw Connor standing up and Harry standing up, I thought to myself, she's not going to go for Blue over them. Like, it would have been a normal thing for her to go for Blue if Blue was the only one standing up. But when Connor stood up and she started smiling, and I will point this out, you start to see the cockiness of Shakira. See how she smiled? She was like, well, I know I wasn't going to go home. Do you know what I'm saying? They kept telling her this, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. And we saw a bit of a bitchiness coming through Shakira. So I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw the conversation with her and Tony, and I could get why she would feel a bit awkward around the girls, because obviously she has to be grafting and doing all this extra. However, I feel like the way she was saying it to Tony, it was almost as if it was in a bitchy way against the other girls, where in reflection with the other girls, they were more kind of just concerned about the fact that they're all at risk. Do you see what I'm saying? But the way the conversation between her and Tony, I just felt like it was a little bit bitchy. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I could see the arrogance from Shakira coming through, because I think obviously she's beautiful and she knows that she's beautiful. And I think that is the issue with Shakira and Ben, because, you know, Ben saying to Tony, oh, you know, I'm glad that you chose me because it humbled Shakira. Now, that is just arrogant and just so annoying, because I'm just like, okay, for me, from what I can see, Ben knows he's a good-looking guy, right? Shakira knows she's a good-looking girl, right? And I think because they're both good-looking people, I feel like Ben would prefer to know that she was not aware of her beauty. Do you know what I'm saying? And would almost kind of like think that he's God's gift. And I feel like because he's not getting that from Shakira, it's almost like he feels like he needs to do something to humble her or to get her to pipe down a bit. And this is how he looked at the whole thing with Tony choosing him, saying, you know what, I'm glad you did it because it humbled her. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. You know, I don't know, but let's see. I'm gonna watch how the relationship with Tony and Shakira kind of goes tonight because, well, for the future, because they're both interested in the same guy. And they've obviously formed a bond because their personality is quite similar, it seems. But I'm just gonna watch and see because already you can see that they've already bonded and they almost made it kind of like them against the rest of the girls in the villa. That's what I'm observing. I can see the segregation a little bit, but let's just hope that it's just because of the whole pressure from tonight, you know? Let's hope and see. But all in all, like, there's not much for me to go by tonight and really talk about. I will say the pressure really got to Megan, and Megan put herself in a situation where she felt like she needed to kiss Tommy to secure it. I felt like, you know, you have to let these things happen naturally. Do you know what I mean? I mean, do you want to run? And remember I said last night, I feel like they're going to be the couple to get together at the beginning and probably try to stay together. But things will happen. Things might happen because when couples get together too early, something always happens. You know what I'm saying? But in every Love Island series, there's always that one couple that rushes ahead way too quickly. And I feel like that one couple is Megan and Tommy. Do you know what I'm saying? They do fancy each other. It's quite obvious that they fancy each other. But I just felt like they should have let that kiss happen more naturally. Like, it was too planned and it was motivated by the fact that she was trying to make sure that she stayed in the villa. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she doesn't like him. It's obvious that she does. But at the same time, let it happen naturally, girl. Chill. Do you know what I'm saying? Let it happen naturally. Do you know what I mean? Sophie's gone. I can't say I'm surprised because, you know, it was either going to be Sophie or it was going to be, what's her name? Halima. And I was 100% sure that was going to be Halima. Well, not 100, but I was very close. Like a 99.99999% sure that was going to be Halima last night. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? But luckily, Harry stood up and Connor stood up. And I think it's going to be very weird and awkward because, you know, you being one of the other girls, like Helena, like, that's going to be awkward knowing that you stood up for that person. So it's kind of like, but it's early days. And at the end of the day, they're there to find connections and get to know each other and all that kind of stuff. So let's see how it pans out. We see where there's 2 new bombshells coming in, 2 new boys. And I'm not going to lie, them look like a whole snack. Them look nice. Them look nice. I got a little glimpse. Do you know what I'm saying? And they look nice. And it looks like tomorrow's going to get a little bit steamy, which I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% here for it. And I want to see how it's going to go because, like I said, I feel a little bit of bitchiness tonight coming from Shakira and Tony. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? The arrogance and all that kind of stuff. I feel like, you know, she might actually be the drama in this series. I don't know. She might be that person to, you know, I feel like the bitchiness. I feel like she might find herself in the most hated housemate. You just never know. The most hated islander, I should say. You just never know because at the end of the day, she's cute and people will forgive her the early bits, but let's see how she actually goes. I think she just needs to be a little bit careful though, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you come across too arrogant, because people don't like arrogant. They like confidence, but arrogant, honey. And there's a very fine line. And what she displayed tonight, some could call it confidence, some could call it arrogance, but I saw a bit of bitchiness. I saw it. I did. But anyways, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think of tonight's episode. Not much to talk about, so I won't waste y'all time. What I will ask for you guys is just to go ahead and make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Yes, and if you're new, please, please, please subscribe. And the girl will see you in tomorrow's review. But for now, keep it sassy, licious.